Have you heard of Anchor? It's the podcast platform we use to bring you our episodes. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let us explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard across multiple platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. And the best part is that it's everything you need to make a podcast, all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hi, I'm Amber.
I'm Melissa.
And you're listening to the AM Podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we are covering a few topics from TXT's upcoming tour to continuing our journey through BTS's Beginnings. But as usual, we are going to start with our K-music picks of the week. This week, I chose 17's Darling. It's actually Dar plus Ing, but I don't know which way they pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Darling. I think it's a super catchy song, and I've been listening to it for a couple weeks. And yeah, that's my pick of the week. What's yours, Melissa?
So my pick is BT or Beetle by B.I. featuring Davida. That's how they pronounced it in the music video, so I don't know. But I was watching one of his interviews for this song, and he was saying how the Beetle is supposed to be like when you're drunk and you're like kind of stumbling or falling. That's what it's supposed to like represent, or that sound, I guess. And I guess it's supposed to represent like when you're like so like crazy about someone, it makes your heart go like bittle. So I think that's like where it comes from. But anyways, so yeah, that's my pick. And yeah, I had a question about yours. Is that a new song from them, or is that like an older song?
It's a new song. It's a single. I think they put it out. Oh, I've been listening to it, I think, for the past 2 weeks. So maybe they put it out like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that they do have don't they like a comeback or something like coming out? Or I don't know if they're already.
They do. Like, I just got an alert for it today. They do have a comeback, or they've just put out a video. I can't remember. I didn't look at it because I was trying to do the notes for this. But I do know I know they're coming back with something because they're going on tour soon. So
yeah. Okay. All right. I was just wondering because I was like, I don't think I've ever heard that song. But
yeah, it's pretty new.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to our first topic, we are going to talk about TXT's world tour, Act Lovesick. We're going to discuss our ticket experience. And yeah, so Melissa, what would you like to say about the ticket experience?
I don't have too much to say considering I didn't get in. So, there's that. I always have like issues with Ticketmaster anyways. I don't know if it has something to do with my internet connection or whatever, but basically by the time I got in the line, well, first of all, it didn't refresh me, but this was the first time that I tried getting tickets on my phone, like just on my phone. And it didn't refresh for me when it was time to get out of wait, what is it? What is the order? I think you wait to get into you have to wait to get into the waiting room, right?
Yeah. And it's supposed to automatically refresh you to get into the waiting room.
Okay. And yeah, I didn't do that. So I had to after like a minute or two, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like refresh it. But anyways, I refreshed, I got into the waiting room. By the time I got from the waiting room into the queue, then there was like 2,000 plus people in front of me. And by the time I got in, you were like, oh, there's 200 people in front of me. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting these tickets. And that was basically my experience. And I think I was in a meeting. No, I was in training. I was in training
Mhm.
for my job while you were getting the ticket. So I was like, well, I guess Amber's got it. Oh yeah. What about you?
It's so funny because during that time I was working and like I had a report due at 4 and then okay, and the tickets went on sale at 4. And so I'm over here like, oh, I'm in queue. I'm like tapping to like get in because it was like join. I think it was like join the waiting room. Oh, it doesn't automatically put you in the waiting room. It
Mm.
refreshes to say join the waiting room and then you click join the waiting room and then it refreshes for like when you're in line. And so I was sitting here like, oh, I gotta finish this report before 4 because I need to focus. I need to focus on getting the tickets. And it was just so crazy. But yeah, I got in.
As usual.
I don't know why. But also when I go in for tickets, like I normally just go in an hour early and just have like my phone open and just like have the screen never goes out. So like I don't know, maybe that's I don't know. I don't know because it doesn't really matter if you're there an hour early if you still have to join to get into the waiting room.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. And you, but I mean, we made it. It was a little stressful going in and getting tickets just because this one, even though I had selected that I needed, because you know how on Ticketmaster you can choose if you want one ticket, two tickets, or how many ever you want. Even though I chose two, it still made you like click on two individual seats. Or that the way I did it, it was two individual seats because I wanted to see where exactly the seat was. Like having it in the list wasn't helping me. And so I clicked on it and it was like, oh, the tickets are gone. And then I tried another one. It said the tickets are gone. And I was like, okay, let me try one more time. So I finally got tickets. And I think they're pretty good seats. We wanted to sit on the end. So we did. Like we're in the front of the second section. Like we're like one row back. Like we're in like row two from the second. So we I did good. I did good. It wasn't
Mhm.
I will say I wasn't panicking as much as I was when we were doing the BTS one, but I think that's just because I don't know, we were trying to get floor seats and those normally go like super fast. So yeah, I'm happy we're going. Do you have anything else to say about TXT's tour?
Um, I'm still a little confused as to why they're putting them in these like small venues. And I still think, I mean, we got tickets, thank goodness.
Hmm.
But I feel bad that there were other people who didn't get tickets. But it's not even the BTS tour. I mean, people didn't get tickets.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one, like you really like didn't have a chance
Yeah.
because the venues were so small and they're only doing, well, at least for right now, they're only doing one show in each like city, I guess, that they're going to.
Hmm.
And so it's like they really didn't even, I feel like their company really didn't give them a chance or give fans a chance to see them, to have opportunity to see them. I don't know. I just feel like the Hulu Theater, like, come on now, like, I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't even know that, like, people had tours in,
yeah,
like, theaters like this. I don't know.
I agree with you. Cause like they're not no like start out small group. I feel like
Exactly.
they're pretty established in like in the company and just in like the entertainment world in general. So am very sad that I don't know, maybe they did poor planning and that's the only like venue, or maybe this wasn't planned as far ahead as some of the other ones and they just kind of had to take what they wanted. But if that was the case, they should
Maybe.
have done like Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, so that like people could actually go and attend. And it's really sad because as always, there's going to be scalpers, and it's just so crazy how fast. Like when was it? Did you go in, or maybe that's when I went back in? I think I went back in because I remember everything was like a blur when I was buying the tickets, and so I really wanted to see just exactly where we were. And when I went back in, it was nothing but like resale tickets. And I was like, why? Like, couldn't the scammers just, like let us be this one because there's
Oh,
like no
no.
seats. And I don't know, but I did see that some of the seats that were like in the 100s close to the stage, there weren't a lot of resale tickets there. So I'm happy that like real fans were able to get them. I don't
That's
know.
good.
Um, that just makes me feel better about the whole situation saying that. But Yep, that's all. You have anything else to say?
No, I don't have anything else to say. I'm just glad that we're going.
Mm.
And if anyone who listens to us, well, I don't know, would they recognize us? I don't
I
know.
mean, there's a
Well,
picture of us from the BTS concert
oh
on.
yeah, there is. We on our Instagram, there are a few pictures, I guess. So
Mm.
I don't know if y'all recognize us. Say hi. I don't know.
We'll probably take some pictures. We'll try to keep you guys updated on our journey. I mean, it's not a big journey, but like we'll take a few pictures. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll tweet out or put something on Instagram letting you guys know we're here. Find us. Say hi. We're friendly, I promise. We won't
Mhm.
fight. Um, anywho, anything else?
No,
No.
nothing else.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, we are going to, I guess, give an update on the BTS schedule for their comeback. More so, like, we're going to comment on the things that have happened since the last time we spoke to all of you. So we're going to talk about the third CD track list that came out after, I think it was like the day of or the day after we recorded, and we're also going to talk about the proof of inspiration. So, Melissa, what did you think about the third CD track list?
So yeah, I am just excited for the third CD. It was so funny. It was funny when they dropped it and it said CD only. People were so upset that it was CD only. Um because I mean, I don't think maybe some people can't afford to get the actual CD, and so they
Mm.
were just going to stream it like most of us do nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Um and they were just like CD only. Are you kidding me? And so, but I'm pretty sure that someone is definitely going to upload the songs onto
Mm-hmm.
like YouTube anyways for those who couldn't get the CD. But it was also funny how like it was also funny how like when that came out, all of a sudden everybody was like dropping links to buy CD
Mm-hmm.
players, and all the older BTS fans were like, "Yeah, I'm so glad that I know how to burn CDs and da da
Mm-hmm.
da because that's what we used to do back in the day." And all of the younger fans are like sharing videos on how to burn CDs, and it's just like, and I was just like, oh, I forgot I knew how to do that. My
Mm-hmm.
laptop now, I can't do that now. I would have to buy an external drive for that, which I'm looking into probably. Oh, it's crazy that I'm like looking for all these things. I'm pretty sure I have a CD player somewhere in this house, but yet I still bought a pretty CD player. I definitely don't have an external hard drive though. Or what's it called? Whatever CD writer, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably need to buy that if I want to download it onto my phone. But anyways, it was just funny how when that came out, all of a sudden the fandom was just like, "Oh my god, where am I gonna get a CD player?" Um, and then you know, I wonder if they did that on purpose because they also have put out that Dynamite DVD CD thing like ages ago. I
Mm-hmm.
think back when Dynamite came out, so they probably had this in the works since then. I don't know. I was just thinking that.
Oh.
Um, but yeah. Oh, I also want to say well, I guess okay, I guess in terms of, like, what's on the actual CD before I, like, get into, like, my dream, but what I want to say, I guess, about for the songs that are actually on the CD, I'm really excited that it's a bunch of, like, demos that we haven't heard before, and I think there's, like, acoustic versions of some songs. Is that this CD? Or is that the 2nd CD that had the acoustic version of, like, "Still With You"?
I don't know, but I have a feeling it might be on the third one, but don't quote me on that. So,
Okay. I can't remember. I remember looking at it and being excited of all the demos and songs that we haven't heard, or versions of songs that have already come out that we haven't heard yet. Um, but I feel like I'm also excited for the acoustic version of I think it's Still With You That's the
I know
acoustic
that's
version that's
on
coming
there for
out?
sure. It has to be the
Okay.
third album because it's definitely not the second, and it's not the. I don't think it's the first one. I think it's the. I think it's the last one. I think it's the third one.
Okay,
I
let's
think
just
it's the
say
third
it is.
one.
Because I don't remember being super excited with the first and second CDs. So
Mm.
it has to be the third one. Because that one I was like, "Ooh," because I like the song. And okay, whatever. Ma- anyways, yeah. Anyways, I'm just excited for the third CD, and anyways, so to my dream, I guess. This is like I have no segue for this. But basically, I had a dream that we woke up and it was June 10th and I didn't have the CD. And like, oh my god, how am I gonna listen to the CD on June 10th? And it was just really sad.
But like, sorry to make a dream a reality, but I thought the albums were shipping until June 10th.
I thought they were shipping before then so that we could get here. Well, I don't know about our albums, but I know that at Target it's definitely gonna be available that day. But I thought they were planning on shipping it before then so that they arrive here on June 10th.
I thought when I looked, it didn't say that it was gonna ship until it was gonna ship between June 10th and the 23rd.
Oh,
I might be wrong
I
because I
don't
feel like I
know.
was slightly disappointed when I was looking at the ship date. But
Okay.
I can
Well,
check to make sure.
I mean, I guess I'll just listen to it on YouTube. I mean, this this dream has nothing to do with it, but it just reminded me, like, I just remember being really sad about not having the album so that I could listen to the third CD on the day that the album came out. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking now. Yeah, delivery start date. Delivery start date. Okay, it says June 10th to June 19th.
So that's different from ship date. I think delivery date means that's when we're supposed to get it. So there's a chance that we could get
Okay,
it on June 10th.
okay. I just wasn't sure how that worked. Okay.
Okay. Because I think something else that we got, usually I'm used to ship date, and usually shipping date is like when they plan on shipping it versus delivery is when they plan on on
Getting
us
it.
having it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It better be here June 10th. I'll be
I
so
hope it
sad.
is.
That's it.
Okay? Well, how? Okay, we can discuss it later. Because I was like, but how are you gonna get it? Because like, it's coming to my house. Are you
Oh
gonna drive
shoot.
over here and get it? Like,
I'm gonna be at your house June 10th, Amber.
we're gonna have our own little listening party with the little CDs that we brought. The CD player.
Okay.
So yeah,
That was it. That was it.
um, there was something that you talked about. Oh, hey, speaking of the CD player, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's funny that you had mentioned how like people were putting links to find like CD players and like the how to rip stuff, and it was just so funny because when we first heard that the CD player was the third CD was only going to be CD, it's not going to be streamed. We both were like, oh, we need to get a CD player before all the armies try to get the CD player that we really want. And so we like rushed to get it, and so we have it now. So yeah, we got the same one. So I'm excited for the third CD. Y'all gonna be sick of hearing me say this, but I love the songs, and I was when I saw it, I was like, fingers crossed we're gonna get Boy in Love when they when they come for a tour, because like it's a demo on there. So unless like the CD ones is not ones that they would perform, because like it's like a side thing. Like it's almost, I don't know. I feel like CD3 is like the same concept of like a hidden track that they don't sell. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Because like you
mm-hmm.
can't stream it, so not everyone really has access to that like third CD. And so, anywho, the fingers crossed. Um, I do think it's crazy that it was only on a CD because it's just like, I feel like this is like a missed like money opportunity. Not saying they should do this, like, 'cause we don't need to spend no more money, but they definitely could have made like a BTS Army CD player that they could have also sold during this time.
Well, yeah, but I guess they already had the Dynamite one because that one reads CDs and DVDs.
Oh, yeah, but like they could have done more.
They could have, yeah, they could have made another one just because it's them.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, yep, that's all I had to say about the third. Like wait, hold on, pause. I didn't even talk about the actual track list. Like, all I said was like fingers crossed for Boy in love the songs. But I'm really looking forward to a lot of them. Because I don't know, you just don't get to, you're not able to listen to them often unless like you
Hmm.
might find them on like YouTube, or if someone like put it on Spotify or whatever, you might be able to find it there. But
Or
I'm really excited
usually,
for them.
or usually sometimes when RM does his like little what is it like? What does he do
The
afterwards?
V Live,
Yeah, he does the V lives and like normally he'll like talk about each track and da 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 da. Sometimes he would play like parts of demos of
I want to
songs.
hear it all.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this is the great thing about this CD. But I was just saying another way that sometimes we can hear some of the demos is when the members themselves play a little bit. Mostly RM when he was doing his V lives after like the albums come out and he talks about the tracks.
I
Um,
would love for him to go through the third album. Like,
Here's hoping.
yeah, because it's like they're demos. So I want to know like what the process was like when they first made it, to like how they got to the point of like, because some of the songs are like actual songs that they have out now. So it's just like, well, I think they're all okay. Whatever. Anywho, I don't know why I said like that. Anywho, anyways, I want to know how they went from like the demo to like the final song. Like, what did they go through? What did they like? What they didn't like? What didn't they like? So I'm very curious. Like, I really hope he can go in depth about that, because I feel like that's a part that we sometimes don't get to hear a lot. So, yep. You got anything else to say about the track list?
No, not really.
Okay, so we're gonna start talking about. I don't know why I can't speak today. We're gonna start talking about the proof of inspiration. Um, I really like this concept. It makes the second CD feel a little more personal because it's like songs that each member handpicked. I think on that is just one new song, so like, I mean, it's a new song, but all the other songs are handpicked by the members, and it's nice to know like the meaning behind why they decided to choose the songs that they did, and it's funny to see that like each member had their own reason for choosing it. Like, there was never like the same or repeat. And it's just, I don't know, it was very heartwarming to hear some of the reasons that they chose it. Um, I will say I think it was J Hope's proof of inspiration, because I think he chose her. And it's funny how he talked about how in that song he was actually just talking about, I think it was talking about like it was a love story, or I don't know. I can't exactly remember what he said. I think it was just like him loving a girl, whatever. But like, he was just talking about how often Army, we read so much into their song lyrics. And so he basically was like, oh yeah, this was just like a simple love song, but like we made it mean so much more. And I just thought it was so funny, because that just goes to show that, well, I guess it just reinforces that they are like listening to what we say and watching what we post on social media and on YouTube. And so that's slightly like awesome, but also cringe at the same time, because I know we say some crazy stuff. So that's just how I felt about proof of inspiration. What do
I would just have to agree with you. I love that. And, I like that they did this because, like you said, the members handpicked these songs, and it doesn't leave us wondering like how much input BTS actually had in making of this like anthology. because and so I guess that was the point of this series. So that was nice that they did that. Um, and yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to TXT's comeback. They came back with their EP called Mini So 2 Thursday's Child. So I, we're gonna start with our favorite songs. Um, my two favorite songs were Opening Sequence and Lonely Boy. I just thought they both sounded really nice. I really felt like Opening Sequence really set the tone for the rest of the album. Well, not album, but EP. And yeah, and I just thought Lonely Boy was just really pretty. So, yep. What were yours, Melissa?
Well, Amber, mine just happened to be the same as yours.
Oh my god.
I just really liked both of them. Yeah, opening sequence is just really nice, really pretty. And Lonely Boy, I love Yeonjun's rap.
Mm.
Like it was each time he rapped, it was like in a different way.
Mm.
And I just really appreciated that. So yeah.
Okay. Copycat. So no, I'm just kidding.
Just so happened they were the same. Sorry.
That's how you know they're really good songs though, because I feel like it's not often that we choose the exact same songs. Like you might choose one, like there might be one that's the same, but normally it's not like both of them. So that's really cool. Anywho, moving on to the music video for Good Boy Gone Bad. What was your thoughts on this?
Well, I really like the video. I generally tend to like their darker concepts. I don't know, that could just be me with like K-pop in general though. I tend to like every group's like dark concepts.
Mm-hmm.
But uh yeah, so and this was also the only video that I watched where it's like, yeah, I understood it the first time. Um and I so that so that's that. So that's also why I liked it. Um and then I had a question about I was wondering if they had a stunt double for Yeonjun's like motorcycle ride part. Probably. Or maybe he was on a green screen. It was just something random. But other than that question, I like the video.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a green screen. I don't know. Usually when they do this stuff, it's green screen, but I don't know. They could have used a
Right.
stunt double. That's possible.
Yeah, I guess it didn't look green screeny to me, but it could have been. I guess because okay, I saw a few of their clips of them like they did like TikToks, I guess, for the Good Boy Gone Bad to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
And where they were, like I thought it was like green screen, but it looks like they like actually built the set where they're like wearing those like black outfits
Mm-hmm.
and like, during the choreo and like whatever where for like the main part of the videos. So I was just thinking, well, maybe he actually did go on a motorcycle. I don't know.
He might have sat on the motorcycle. I don't know if he drove it.
I don't know. It can't be anything past hype. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
That's all I had. It was a good
Okay.
video.
I really liked the video. Kind of like you, like this was the first video where I actually understood the concept because normally it's like very I don't know if it's deep or just different and I just feel like often I'm sitting here like wait what like wait what's happening and then the moment I think I get it I learn that I really don't get it so it's just like this one made sense. I was like it's very straightforward. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing but it makes sense. I get it, it was like death to the good boy because he's turning bad. And so it's like they were in like the graveyard and the good boy died, but the bad one came. So I got it. I loved it. And I really like this not album, sorry, this video. Well, I did like the album, but I really like this video and I really love the choreography for it. And I agree. I really like this dark concept. I don't know. I just feel like they're really going through like a quote unquote like teenage angst period right now. Like I don't know.
They're gonna say puberty.
Oh no.
Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. No, just like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like just the angstiness in their music
Mm,
lately. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's somewhere like I don't feel it, like because it's like sweeter or it's just more like K-poppy. But this felt very like rough, in a good way, in a really good way. I mean, in the best way possible. So yeah, that's what I thought about the music video. Do you have any more thoughts on the music video?
I just wanted to echo, like, really quickly what you were saying about TXT's, like, music video. I feel like every music video that I can think of from them has been super confusing, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with this one, I feel like you didn't have to be a part of the fandom to understand what was going on.
True.
Like, the other ones, like, I'm thinking of ones where, like, they had the antlers coming out of their
Mm-hmm.
heads, and, like, the Puma one where they were, like, Puma, like, I still don't really understand why they were Puma.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so it was just really nice to just, like, understand it from the beginning. I just wanted to say that because them in particular, they sometimes their concepts are so confusing. I'm like, "I don't get it. I love the song, the
Mm-hmm.
video's creative, but I don't get it." But yeah.
I was watching a video, like you know how on YouTube they have like get to know this group and blah blah
Uh-huh.
blah, and so I happened to one of them popped up. I guess because I was watching some of their videos, it popped up, and one was talking about how like some of the music videos that they put out is like I think the girls, I don't know if this is completely true or not because I didn't watch any other video that would confirm this, but she said like sometimes they're marked with like a U plus, which would mean like like there's different videos that go together in like a storyline, and although it may not seem that it's that way, it's still all connected like either through certain lyrics or through like um like a picture or part of a video. And I guess that just goes back to what you were saying, like you kind of have to be part of the fandom or you have to go back to the beginning. So maybe that's something I'll have to do, is like maybe watch a video on someone that connects all the videos so I don't feel like completely left out, because I'm very sure they're gonna they're gonna put out another video um that I'm gonna sit here and be like, I don't understand this concept. And so maybe if I go back and look, then I'll be able to understand what's to come. So yeah. You got it. That's all you had to say about the music video? Yep,
Yep,
or that.
that was it.
Okay. So I guess we're going to give some more thoughts. I had already mentioned this thought to begin with. I really liked this EP. I don't know. I like their music in general. I think they're really good. Um, yeah, there wasn't a song on there that I didn't like. I mean, I was a little confused about Trust Fund Baby. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess when I first heard it, I thought it was like maybe they're saying that like they're not rich, like they don't come from like a wealthy family, but like I don't even
Yeah.
know if that's it. That's just like my assumption. When people talk about trust fund, I automatically my mind went to K dramas and like all these other like episode, like not episodes but like other shows that discuss the whole concept of like the rich, and I always hear like, oh yeah, he has a trust fund, oh yeah, he's a trust fund kid, blah blah blah. And so I guess that's what I thought, but other than that, I really liked it. It was really good. I'm excited to see what comes next because I hope there's a mini sold 3 4, so that's what I'm saying. So those are my thoughts. Melissa, what are yours?
I thought it was a solid EP. I really liked
Mm-hmm.
it, and I'm actually contemplating like which version that I want to get because I didn't get any of the versions, and now I think I want two versions. Anyways, so there's that, which
Can I
means I
order
must
with
have really
you?
liked it.
Can I order with
I guess. See, I
Okay.
think I want the hate version and I think the end version because I think the hate one of them, I think the hate one is the one where they're like in like wearing the black like leather, like that concept. And I think the end version is the one where they're like wearing white t-shirts and it's like, and I guess it's supposed to be like, the end, like, oh, it's so sad. So I just really like the juxtaposition of those. We're not talking about the album at all, like like the concept photos or whatever. But that was just a side note. And so I'll let you know when because I think I'm gonna order off of that one website that we always order off on.
Okay, okay.
Because I was gonna get it from Target, but I don't think you can get the poster from Target, or it didn't give you the option to get the poster, and I want the poster.
Bro, I have
So
so many posters from when we order off that website, and they're just still rolled up in my.
mine too. That's almost I was thinking to myself, like, girl, why you gonna get the poster? You're not gonna put it up.
We want it.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Just
sorry.
cause. One day I might, because some people they actually like, put up a poster, like switch it out.
Hmm.
One day I might want to do that with my posters. Anyways, back to the EP. But I also wanted to say I think okay, so I looked at the lyrics for Trust Fund Baby and I feel like that's what it's about. I really
Okay.
think it's just about them not having any money. And I think they okay, sorry,
Okay.
that sounded bad. But I think that's what it's about. And then I think they referenced I think this is the song where they referenced their other song XOX1 love song. Still don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I think they referenced that because, or was it the loser lover one? Because they talked about no dollar sign and being a loser.
Oh,
So I think it was that song actually. So my bad. But so, but I say all that to say I didn't really get the point of that song being in this EP. It just felt a little like, are you saying that the person that you want to be with doesn't want to be with you because you're poor? I didn't really get it.
I mean, I've seen that concept a lot in these well, let me referencing K dramas, but I've seen that concept a lot.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's why they just threw it in there. But other than that song, I liked all of the other songs. I also really liked that all of the members apparently played some sort of role in all of the tracks. So it was really nice that they're actually in the songwriting and producing part of it. Um like in particular, I mean, okay, so even on like big hit musics, okay, because I guess technically Hive is like the label. Ugh, I get so confused when I'm talking about all of the subsidiaries or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, I guess they're under big hit music that's
Okay.
under Hive labels.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, because on their website they say that the members have made creative contributions to all tracks in the EP. So that's why I said what I said. But also like I think particularly with Thursday's Child, as far as to go, Taehyun and Bongyu actually participated in the producing and songwriting, like in particular. So that was cool. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I thought it's very cool that they're able to have such a um I don't know, a big hand in in the songwriting process and the music process. Um so that's good. And those are all my thoughts.
Just one thought I want to add on, like at the just a little thought, is that I'm really happy that we got tickets to their concert because I'm really excited to see like like well, I guess I don't know if they'll perform any of the other songs, but I know they'll probably definitely perform Good Boy Gone Bad. And so like I'm really excited to see that live. Like I don't know, I'm just really excited to see TXT because we've never seen them live before.
Yeah.
And like I'm one of those people where like I truly know I love an artist when I see them perform live and I enjoy the concert. Cause like there's some people where like you listen to the album and then you see them in person, you're like, ooh, like are you actually an artist or
Oh my god.
like, or you just like good when they can like mix your voice and like fix everything. Like, can you really sing? So
Are you having KCON flashbacks or something? Or
I was just talking about like in general.
oh, okay.
Like not just like okay, yeah, okay, hold on. I'm not coming for like the K-pop industry. I'm just saying
In
I'm just saying
general,
like the
okay.
music industry in general. Like I just feel like there's just some people that
Oh
are just
yeah.
meant to like sing on an album and then there's just some people that are like true performers. So I don't know, that's what I like. I guess I'm just saying I really love true performers and I feel like TXT is going to be that. I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm just saying that I truly feel like that's what they're going to be.
Mhm.
um so yeah, I'm just really excited to see like just all the songs that I love by them perform live. And so yeah,
Me too.
that's all I want to say. You have anything else to say?
No, me too. I'm really excited to see them.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next part of the episode where we are going to continue our journey through BTS's beginnings. If you missed the previous episode, which is episode 92, we discussed Too Cool for School, Oh Are You Late Too, and School Love Affair Special Edition, because they spelled it with an A, so I'm gonna say it like that. But if you try to look it up on any listening, streaming site, whatever, it's edition with an E. But it's actually addition. But I think they did that on purpose because it's like school love affair, like school. Okay, whatever. I think we
Okay,
discussed that.
yeah.
So yeah, go listen to that. So now we're gonna move on to the next three albums. We're gonna start with Dark and Wild. We're gonna discuss our favorite songs first. And so my two favorite ones, I feel like I kind of cheated here because I actually had these two songs downloaded on my phone before. You don't have to look at me like that, Melissa. I had these two songs downloaded on my phone before we even like thought about doing this. But I mean, still listening through it, I was like, yeah, like I love these songs. I like the intro, What Am I to You? And it's mainly like the part when he's like, well, literally, what am I to you? He said, like, well, RM says that. And so it's just like there's just like this intensity, like, tell me what am I, you know? And so I really like that part. And I guess maybe this is just like an RM moment on this album, because the next song that I like was Look Here. And I love the whole song, but specifically RM's rap. So yeah, so those are my two favorite songs. Melissa, what are your favorite songs?
You know, I was also gonna choose Look Here and put Arms Wrap as my favorite part. I was like, no, let me not. There were other songs in here that I liked. And I mean, for me, okay, also have all of these songs. I mean, at some point, when you've been fans for as long as we have, I feel like the only songs that I really hadn't heard were really probably some of the intros, outros, and the skits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anyways, I had all these songs also. So, but I really like hip hop. I don't know how to say it. File.
I thought it was Hip Hop File.
Okay, let's go with that. And I love the part in the song where J-Hope shouts out like Hope World or whatever. And I felt
Mm-hmm.
like that was kind of like a precursor, or what is it called? Foreshadowing
Mm-hmm.
of like his, we all know he has since come out with Hope World, his mixtape. I was like, oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so I just love that. But I also love that because I also love that song because one, I guess it's them paying homage to, I guess, other like old school hip hop artists, both Korean artists and American artists that they love. But maybe that may be the only reason why I like it. I can't think of the other reason why. Yeah, okay. And so the other song that I liked was Rain. Actually, this song, I also do have this downloaded on my phone, but it's a newer song that I've heard. Well, at least it's newer to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really like how vibey it is, and like it's kind of jazzy, and the imagery is like really nice in this song. And it's just like, ooh, like I feel like from this album onwards is when we start to see a lot of this, and it's maybe some of RM's influence more, but I just feel like the imagery from this point forward is like really interesting, and
Mm-hmm.
like it really shows how BTS stood out as a group in terms of their lyricism. Um but I liked Brain. And the other song that I really liked was Cipher Part 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite Cipher. I don't know. I really love it. I love how intense it is. And I like that they curse. Ooh, sorry, I don't know if you heard me moving. But I like how intense it is, and I like there's a little bit of cursing in it, but
We like when they curse.
yeah, we do. And this is the first time I think that I heard from them with them like cursing like in English. I don't know. At least when I was like first getting into BTS. Um and then the other song that I really like, which is like completely opposite from like this one, I like Second Grade. I just really love how fun it is, and okay, and then maybe I also did kinda cheat because I've seen this them perform this live, like, on YouTube, and it just looks like they had fun, like,
Mhm.
they're running across the stage around the stage singing this, and I'm just like, "This looks like so much fun." And anyway, so those are the songs I like. Also okay, I had one more thought, I forgot. And I remember watching when I was watching the 2019 Mamas, I remember they had that intro to Intro What Am I to You in the beginning, and at the time, I was trying to figure out, like, what music that was. I thought they just, like, did it for the show. So
Mhm.
hearing the intro, I was like, "Oh my god, this is where it came from." They literally went back to, like, their beginning or
Mhm.
so that was pretty cool because like, I'd never even heard the intro before, and then I heard it and it all clicked, and there's just so many breadcrumbs. Like, I just didn't know. Okay, anyways, that was it.
Okay, I agree. I don't know, I feel like I said this last episode too, but I just feel like how everything is starting to like click and everything is you see how things connect, which like you didn't see before. So I feel like in that moment, had I known like this intro was being performed then, I would be like, oh my God, I love this song. So yeah. Anywho, moving on. They put out two music videos for this album. They put out Danger and War and Hormone. So yeah, Melissa, what are your thoughts on Danger?
So for Danger, I just want to say that I loved RM's ice cream hair. Like it reminded me of like ice cream swirl. Like
Mhm.
it was cute. I don't know. I thought it was cute. And okay, I guess I did talk about okay. Well, because I guess I was noticing because I've seen the video before a long time ago. So I already like knew a little bit about the video.
Mhm.
But I was watching this and I was just thinking like, I wonder like how many people Jungkook fooled with him like playing the piano because he doesn't play the piano. Okay. if you're if you're a fan of BTS, you know he does not play the piano. So I thought that was funny. I was watching the scene like,
Mm.
huh, I wonder what notes Sugar taught him how to play just so he can act this scene out. And then when V was cutting his hair, I just remember I think I saw like I don't know if it was a behind the scenes or Danger music video creating thing or what, but all I remember is that V had said that he had really cut his hair like in real life during that part. I don't know if it was probably the second snip. The second snip at the end of the video, I was like, "Ooh, that looked like he cut off a real piece of hair."
Mhm.
I don't know, but that's all I could think of watching the video. But they looked cool. They looked cool. They
Yeah.
looked like real bad boys. Okay, I have one more thing to say. When Jimmy was punching the punching bag, I was like, why are they trying to make this man look like a bad boy? Like Jimmy would be in the dance studio with Hobie, like doing some contemporary ballet or something. He would not be punching bags.
That wasn't the concept, Melissa. That wasn't the concept.
I just couldn't take it seriously. Like everyone else, I felt like was reasonable, like their storylines. Okay, I don't
Mhm.
know about V cutting his hair though. But okay, and I don't know about RM tattooing himself. But other than that, with Jimin with the punching bag, I was like, that is the most unrealistic thing that I've seen.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe back then he would have done that. But like you said, it was a concept. So but the last thing that I wanted to mention, I didn't realize that they were actually cursing in the chorus. I didn't know that. When I saw the lyric translation, I was like, oh, okay. They must have been real upset at this person. Yeah,
Mhm.
those were my thoughts watching Danger. What about you?
Well, see, I kind of disagreed with you on RM's hair.
Really? What's
I mean, I
wrong
like
with
the
them?
color. I didn't like the swirl.
I love
I
this world.
did not like this. I don't know why I
That
didn't like
sounded
this.
so bad.
I've never
Sorry.
liked this swirl. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Okay, let's talk about this world. It just sound weird. Anyways,
Sorry. I'm sorry. The little ice cream. I guess I should say ice cream swirl. I didn't like. Well, I guess it was like a. I don't know. I got like Willy Wonka. the Oompa Loompa vibes because I feel like that's how their hair was, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. But I did love the blonde. It was nice. I liked it. Um, I always loved the like in the music video the little shoulder move that they did because they look
Same.
so cool doing it. I was like, ooh, and I think I can do it, but I can't. But I think I can. So I really liked it. But I guess this music video had like a few questions because I was like, why are they in a train station dancing?
It's grimy, like them in the concept.
Okay, danger. Well, I guess they were dancing on a platform. That's kind of dangerous. You don't want to fall in the track. So I guess that makes sense.
You're right.
That's
They should have been dancing in the tracks then.
oh, that's even more dangerous. Ooh, risky. And then my second question was kind of like what you mentioned before. Like, why was RM like tattooing himself? Like, I didn't, and he just did it with so much passion.
Because he's a bad boy. That's what bad boys do.
Bad boys should know to go get their own tattoos done, not them do it themselves. But I guess I get it. I guess you're in danger. It's supposed to be tough. Tattoos supposed to be tough,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
get it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've always liked the Danger music video. I mean, I still didn't get like how what each person was doing was supposed to like go with the whole concept of danger. But I guess it was just something that people at the time, I guess, related to someone being dangerous or like bad boy. I guess. I don't know. I guess it was good. I mean, I felt like it was very much I don't know. They did cute dances. I liked it. I mean, not cute, but like I like the dance.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I guess when I was watching it, I was also thinking like I really would have loved to see this like perform live back when they first came out with it. I don't know. I just feel like it would have had that like bad boyness to it because now I feel like they're trying to be like grown sexy men, but like back then they would have had like that bad boy edge to them, so it would have been nice. But yeah, that's all I had to say about Danger. Do you have anything else to say about Danger?
Um, no, I mean, there's plenty of live performances of it online. I mean, I guess it's not the same as seeing it live, but
It's not the same. It's not the same. What are your thoughts on War and Hormone?
so for War on Hormone, I really like this song. Um, I know that I feel like, and I think at the time when it came out, at least from what I've read before, that some people didn't like the song because I guess it was them being sexist or whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, or like objectifying women. But I feel like that goes with the concept of the song and the theme of the song. And I mean, maybe at the time, I feel like, and maybe looking back at it now, like I feel like it's really not that bad of a song because they've had so many other songs that are like that have better lyrical content in them that they've put out since then. And like in looking back at it now, I'm just like, oh yeah, that was just a cute, fun song about teenage guys dealing with hormones. And that's really what they were supposed to, that was a concept. That's what they were trying to go for in the video. They weren't, I don't see them being like, I mean, they were definitely objectifying women, but I mean, when you think of teenage guys and like raging hormones and stuff, I mean, if you were a teenager, I mean, that's like some teenagers, that's how it is for them. Like they just can't contain their hormones. Okay, anyways. But yeah, so I guess that's why like I like the song and I've always liked the song because I'm looking at it through like that perspective, like thinking about, whatever I just said. I'm just regurgitating. But as far as like the video itself, I really liked the outfits. I don't know, and I kind of like the crazy hair. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of reminded me of like walking hormonal boys. I don't know. And like they're like in like I don't know. I felt like it gave like that perception of them being like these crazy, like can't control themselves. Like I don't know. I liked it. And then the colors of the video I thought were really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, those are my thoughts, I guess, about the song and the video. What about you?
Um. I feel like we kind of have the same idea. But I will say, as far as the chore, so like, I guess I'm saying I agree with you. And as far as like the choreography goes, I've always found it funny, like the butt grabs that they did for the choreography, and then when V slaps Jimin's butt, like it's just like it just fits. Like I don't know, I just feel like this is one of those videos that like fits with the lyrics, the title, like it just all went. And I could definitely see why people thought it was kind of like sexist or whatever. Because when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, okay. But at the same time, I knew it was just like one of those. I don't know. They it's just one of those songs where I felt like it was just like a like in a I mean this in the best way possible, like a throwaway song that wasn't
Mhm.
supposed to have like a crazy meaning to it. It was just supposed to be fun.
Mhm.
Um and so that's how I felt. And so I will say, like, yeah, I mentioned before, like this song is true to its title, from the lyrics to the video. It really is just a teenage boy having trouble controlling himself. And like I just I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand why people were upset about it, but at the same time, like you were saying, like it literally that's how it is when with teenagers. Like, I don't know. It just reminds me of school when like I don't know, maybe it's just getting too deep into everything, but it just reminded me of school where like you couldn't wear certain things, and or like people, like I know people are saying like, oh, women have such like a strict dress code at some schools because like
Mhm.
they don't want to, like, I don't know,
Excite.
heighten the 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 boys like intrigue, or like I don't know, get them like heated.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Because 'cause they're gonna get heated no matter what. They're both
Yeah.
teenage boys. Anyways.
But like this just to me is just like confirming that
Yeah.
idea of like what women do or wear or whatever can like heighten it. But I mean, I'm not saying that just because of that, like women need to change how they dress. I mean, in my opinion, if guys can't handle that, then they need to go to an all boys school and just like be by themselves or something, because shouldn't have to change. But I don't know. It just reinforced that. And yeah, I don't know. I just liked it. It felt like they were being their age at that time, I guess. Um, so yeah, that's all I had to say about War and Hormone. Moving on to our overall thoughts. Um, I loved how intense this album was. And it kind of went, I can't remember exactly what like the sentence below like the actual like title of the album on the album says, but I don't know, it just really, they all just kind of went together, like just the message behind what was said there, and then just the songs that follow on the album, it just really all went together. And I just feel like this was truly their bad boy era. Like I just feel like this was the moment where it was like, yeah, we're bad boys and what? So yeah, I mean, I guess that's also shown with like Danger and War and Hormone. Like I completely understand why they went with those two songs as like the lead songs, like to make a video off of, because it is going with that concept of like dark and wild. So so yeah, that's all I had to say. What are your thoughts, Melissa?
Um, I so I thought the first half of the album was, kind of intense, like, it was a little, like, definitely, like, that whole bad boy kind of concept, and the second half was more, like, cute or fun and, like, less rap focused, to me, um, but in general, there were, just a lot of great songs that I've heard before, like, here and there,
Mm,
but it's the first time hearing them all on the same project, so that was interesting. Um, I thought that the song "Could You Turn Off Your Phone," it sounded like something an old person would make up, but, I mean, I get the message behind it, I guess. I guess it was like, "Oh, you're on your phone so much, you need to pay attention to those around you," and maybe that was a concept, but it still felt like one of the boomer employees or whatever at Big Hit came up with that. Because I was just like, "Why did they make this into a song?" I mean, but I guess, it was supposed to be like I said, focusing on what's going on around you. I don't know, whatever. I kind of felt like they didn't need to have that in there. But then if they didn't have that in there, then the interlude before that wouldn't have made sense because I think it was like there was like a cell phone sound in the interlude, right? Like right before that song. So I was like, well, I guess you have to have the song that is supposed to lead into like or that's supposed to relate to the interlude in the whatever. Anyways. So I guess it made sense. But I was just like, that's a weird song. Also, I thought the outro kinda sounded like a early 2000s R&B demo for, like, another group or another artist.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I was just like, "Huh, this is interesting." Um, but other than that, I think overall it was a decent album. There were some really good songs on there, like I said, songs that I've heard before, and songs that I have, already downloaded on my phone. So, yeah, that was all I had to say.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next album. We're gonna talk about the most beautiful moment in life, part one. So my favorite songs from there. Well, honestly, I like the whole album, but I mean, but if I got to pull out two songs that I really liked, I would say "Moving On." I don't know. I think. I mean, I do understand. Like when I looked up the lyrics and all that, I do understand that was like literally about them like moving. I think they were like moving out of their like trainee apartment to go somewhere else. I think that's what it was about. But I do think it did have like a good meaning that like, you know, sometimes you have to move on from like what you're in now and move on to something better. But like it's okay to look back and just think about the memories that you built, like your past. Like I get it. Like it was nice. I don't know. I feel like this just goes back to when I was talking about how J Hope had talked about when he was writing her and how like armies took it like to a deeper meaning. I feel like that's what I'm doing with moving on. But that's just how I felt about it, and so I really liked it. I think I've always liked that song since the moment I heard it. And then the next one that I really liked was Boys with Fun. I just think it's a fun song. I didn't mean just really I've always liked it. Um yeah, I think the first time I heard that song was when we were I think they did they do that one in Canada
I
when we
think they
went?
did.
Yeah, because I remember I was like, "What song is this?" And so
Oh.
then, oh, what were you about to say?
And I just said, "Oh," like, I didn't know that was the first time that you may have heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I might have heard it. I mean, it's possible I heard it before, but I just didn't realize exactly what it was. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm like a big thing with like going to see a performance live, and so sometimes listening to music songs live actually make me like the song more. And so, yeah, I think that was one of those moments because they really looked like they were having fun on stage when they were doing it. So, yeah, those were my two favorite songs out of all the songs that I liked. So, so what were yours?
I didn't know we were cutting them down to 2 songs.
Oh,
Uh,
I mean, I cut mine down to two because had I done that, I probably would have put the entire album as my favorite songs. So
okay.
that's why I just chose two.
Okay, well, I did 4. I coulda did more because I liked a lot
See,
of the
see.
songs. So, I also like Boys with Fun.
Mm.
I think it's such a fun song, and I guess maybe because 'cause I've seen it live, I feel like they did it when we saw them, like, in Canada. I feel like they did, but I also remember seeing it, like, on YouTube, like, a lot, and I just whenever I hear it, I think of V's part. Isn't this the one where V, like, makes up the dance and they follow them, or is that something else?
I think this might be. I know he does it like for two different songs, right?
Oh, I can't remember.
Well, it might be.
Even if it isn't, I still like the song. So, but, and I did think the V's part in this song was funny because I think there's a part where, like, he, like, starts off trying to rap or something like that, and Suga's like, "No, no, no, don't try it." It's either Sugar or J-Hope, I can't remember which one, but I was just like, why they keep shutting him down whenever he's trying to rap? Like, what is
Let
going
that boy
on?
live.
Yeah, he just wants to be in a Cipher, please. Not like the circle room Cipher, but
Hmm.
okay, anyway, so I did like that song. And if I love Hold Me Tight. I've always loved Hold Me Tight. I just think it's a
Yes.
really pretty song. And then other song, oh, it's like I only had 3. I thought I had 4 for some reason. But the other song that I really liked was Outro, Love Is Not Over.
Hmm.
I think that's a really pretty song as well. But yeah, that was it.
So we're gonna move on to the music videos for this album. They put out "Dope" and "I Need You." There were two different versions, so we just decided to go with the original version because neither Melissa or I seen the original version that they did. It's like an extended version. So yeah, Melissa, what were your thoughts on "I Need You"?
Um, so it was very emotional.
Mm.
Great song, as we all know. I was trying to like, okay, so I'm familiar sort of with the storyline, and I feel like this album was the beginning, I think,
Mm-hmm.
of the whole BTS universe, right? So I think Jin is supposed to be like a time traveler. I was trying to figure out what the other stories were. I didn't really quite get them. Like, okay, I knew V had, can we say killed?
I guess.
Well, I already said it. So I know V had killed someone. I think it was someone that was like close to them. I can't remember what the story one line
I
was.
think I think it was his dad or
Was this their dad?
uncle, right?
Okay. I feel like it was a family member too,
Yeah.
but I can't recall like what family member. So okay, so we knew V had killed someone. So
Hmm.
J Hope, it looked like he had taken pills. I don't know if he self harmed or whatever, but I think and I know in the video it looked like he took pills and that's why he had collapsed, I guess. Maybe he took too many in the street. And I think it's and I think I knew that Suga was like basically a pyromaniac. But I didn't know what Jungkook's story was an RM and Jimin's story.
I thought Jimin was in the hospital with RM, not RM, sorry, in the hospital with J Hope. So
They were
did he try? Okay, first,
in the
okay, I
video?
guess there's a lot of trigger warnings that needed to be said,
Oh,
but like, sorry, trigger warning, too late. But
sorry.
did he try to like drown himself in the bathtub? Or am I thinking about a different video? Wait,
Is that why? Is this the video where where Jimin and J-Hope have the pillow fight? Or is that a different video?
that's Run. Run is where they have the pillow fight in the party.
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
No.
Oh, okay. I was getting them confused because when you were talking about hospital, I was like, is that where they were in the hospital? Are you getting because they weren't in the hospital and I need you like at all?
Oh, okay. I think I might getting them confused because like the storylines like cross a little bit with these two,
Yeah.
or it's like a continuation. Well, I think that Jimin tried to drown himself in the bathtub because I know he was in
Okay.
the bathtub. He was
He
crying in the
was.
bathtub, right?
Yeah. And
Okay,
he was sort of oh, okay, okay. He was trying to drown himself in the bathtub. Oh, that's
that's what I thought.
awful. Huh?
That's what I thought at least.
Yeah, but what was Jungkook part of a gang or something?
I
Why
don't
was
know.
he
He just
beat
seemed like
up?
he was in trouble. Like I don't know.
Okay, so what was RM's story? Because he was just at the gas station.
Yeah, but isn't like the lollipop supposed to? Okay, look. Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm also like trying to connect all of this because I read the webtoon. We read the webtoon that
Oh,
one time.
well, you finished it. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I finished it, and so I don't know. I feel like something happened and he had to work at. I can't remember, but I know like the
Oh.
lollipop was supposed to be like a cigarette, and
And
so
in the
like
oh, sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
But I just remember him. Well, in the webtoon. I know
Mhm.
we're like this is like way like years beyond this episode. I mean, not this episode, this album. But I feel like he got in a fight. Whatever. Okay, I'm done talking.
So you're saying that the webtoon like connects like more of his story or has more of a background?
Yeah, it
Okay.
has like it connect like it gives you like an understanding of like how everyone's related, how things happened, why things are happening. But the video does not give you an answer at all.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused about their stories. The other ones, I was just like, "Okay, I think I remember this. Okay, I think I get it." And
Mhm.
I saw that, like, Jin was sort of acted as, like sort of like a protector. I don't know, the way that he was, like, looking at them or looking into space, like, looking concerned. I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, um, this makes sense." So, anyways, what was the point of all that? I was just trying to understand the storyline a bit more,
Mhm.
um, and and I guess I don't know if it goes with the song. I mean, I guess the "I need you" part, like, I need you to, like, still be here, like, I need you to like, if just looking at the "I need you" part, like, I guess it makes sense when looking at, like, why they chose this video to introduce all of these, like, different like, introduce the storyline, I guess, but other
Mhm.
than that, I didn't see the connection. Maybe it's just me, but okay. Thank you.
I mean, I was trying to figure out that too, though. I was like, "What is this?" But I
Okay.
wasn't sure if like they were going through all of this because they went through a bad breakup, and they're saying that they really need the
Ah,
girl. Like, I don't know.
maybe.
Like, I'm not sure, but
'Cause now I'm just thinking, cause you were saying how Hobie was like, "Oh, we're reading too much into it." But I'm like, but if it goes like this, to songs like that, I mean, you're gonna have people like trying to look deep into it. Like, are they talking about a girl? Like, I need the girl? Are they talking about they need each other? Like they need each other, like to survive, like they're brothers or whatever? Like they're like I don't know, or they're members?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
That's all I was gonna say. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Well,
Did
I
you
just want
finish
to
your
add on to
thought?
that real quick.
No, you
Um,
didn't.
oh, sorry. I just wanted to add on. I just wanted to say that I feel like that's just how BTS songs are. Like they could have probably have like a very simple meaning and you could take them for what they are, but then they also have like another meaning that could like possibly mean that like they're talking about the members or like a certain person. So I think it's just all up to the interpretation.
I agree.
But I guess all this being said, I would say that for me with I Need You, the storyline, this one is the one that I'm most familiar with. But as you can, I guess everyone can tell by me trying to talk to Melissa, I still don't understand parts of it. Like some of it's very like straightforward, and others like, huh? Wait, I'm confused. I don't get it. But I guess like the general thought for me, whether I get it or not, is that it's just really sad. This video is just like really, really sad. And like, I don't know, like I wonder who came up with this concept. Like, did BTS have a hand in the concept? Or were they just like the company was like, this is it? And they're like, okay. Like, is that what they're gonna go with? So I wasn't sure. Um, but I do love the song. It's like one of my favorite songs. And whenever I hear it, I just think about how they're like body rolling and whatnot. But like then when you listen to like but when you watch the video, you're like, how are you body rolling to this? Like I don't understand. But anyways, all that being said, I really like the video. I mean, even though the video was sad, it did give me like this, I guess, like this pull or drive to like figure out what's happening. And I want to know more. Like, and maybe want to like rewatch the video just to see if I saw different pieces that maybe I didn't see before. And so I guess it did its job with like the concept, even though, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Hybe or Big Hit, I don't know whoever puts these together. Sometimes I feel like they just come up with like random ideas that they want for different members and then just like hope Army somehow puts it together. Like it really truly doesn't make sense. Or like they'll try to tie it together in some way and they're like, the rest will fall in place. And so I don't
Probably.
know. But that's how I felt about I Need You. Do you have anything else to say about I Need You?
Um, no.
Okay, so the next video we're going to talk about is Dope. So what were your thoughts on that, Melissa?
Um, with Dope, yeah, I just thought the song was great. I've heard the song before.
Mm-hmm.
Thought the theme for the videos was really great. It looked like they were all, different professions and yeah. And it's like the transitions for the different choreos, like how they, I don't know, transition to different scenes. I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One of my favorite lines that I always pick out whenever I watch Dope is I reject rejection. And I was like, you tell them, you know? I think that's a great line, great message. Um, and I love Jimin's red hair. That's all.
Okay. I agree. I loved everything about it. I don't know. It's just a great song. I will say it might also be because it has like a very special place in my heart because it was the first song and music video that I saw by them. So I might have a little more like love for it than other people. I don't know. Um, but I
Mm.
do agree the transitions are really good, and I really, I maybe, I mean, Rapline is my bias, so maybe this is why I've just like pulled out a lot of Rapline stuff. But I've always really loved the RM's part when he's like enemy, enemy, and then Sugar comes in and he's like hyping it up, and it's just like energy, 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 and I always get really hyped at that part because it's just like there's just so much like energy. I guess that's the best way
Yeah,
to
he
say.
literally says it.
Yeah, and it's just like you just want to sing this song with them. It's like that kind of song. It's like a hype song. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. And I do feel like this is one of their more like performance focused videos. Like it's
Mhm.
very different from I Need You where I feel like I Need You was very like storyline focused. This one's like dance, which makes sense. But like I don't know. I just love them when they do choreo because I think a lot of their choreography is really good. And so I think this really showcased it. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Dope. Do you have anything else to say about the music videos?
Um, I guess no, I don't think so. I thought I had something I wanted to say for I Need You. Okay, well, I guess I just well, really it was a thought. I had forgotten what I was gonna say earlier. But earlier you were talking about, oh, their body rolling and like how can you body roll to this song? And it
Hmm.
just made me think like you can say that about a lot of their songs. Like a
Yeah.
lot of their songs have such like deep, serious meanings. And then they're just like body rolling to it. And just like they're really taking advantage of the fact that not all of their fans speak Korean anyways. Or
Yeah.
understand Korean.
That reminds me of Jungkook's My Time. The leg like what are you so sexy for? Like that's not the song.
It also reminded me of, like, Bepse, which I was gonna talk about later, but yeah, that was basically it, though. I agree with what you said about it being a dance performance focused video, which, you can tell.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to our overall or additional thoughts. Melissa, what were your thoughts?
So overall, I just thought that this was a very emotional album. And it
Mhm.
was emotional listening to it. And maybe it's because like from the beginning with the intro, like that was a really good intro. I had never heard this. I need to start listening to these intros. I don't know why. I guess because I'm used to when Western artists do intros, they're not like intros. It's like instrumentals. And
Mhm.
so I usually skip the intros or like them talking, but talking about nothing, or like, or maybe to be into nothing. I don't know. But, and so I've never really listened to the intros, but this intro is really good. Like, it really set the tone for, I think, the whole theme of this album. And basically, the intro is Suga starting the intro. And I love how in the song you can hear like the bouncing back. I was like, this is really good. You can hear him playing basketball. And although I knew we weren't gonna like talk about it, but I did watch like the trailer for the intro.
Mhm.
And it's basically just an animated version of I guess Suga bouncing the basketball. So it really brought to life like what he's saying in the song. And just like you see like how passionate he was, you can I mean, sorry, not see me. You can see it, I guess, in an animated version, but not really. I meant to say you can hear how passionate he is when he raps, and it was just really good. I just really love the intro. I don't know. I didn't put this as one of my favorite songs, although
Mm.
I guess I should have. But also, I just felt like this album felt like a turning point for them. But I don't know if I'm saying that because we all know that "I Need You" was like the song where they got their first win. So maybe
Mhm.
I'm just saying that. But just in general, like I felt like this was the album where they got really deep and started really going into concepts that they had never dived into before or delved into before prior to this. Like, they're just getting really deep. And
Mhm.
so I think that's what I meant by, like, turning point into, like, a different direction, a better direction. I don't know. The skit, I thought sorry, I'm probably didn't mean to go through all of the songs, but I mean, I was just going. I mean, it was the first time that I heard some of these songs. So, like the skit, it was kind of sad how they were talking about how, yeah, so they were talking about how they weren't sure if the songs on this album were gonna do well because they had high expectations for some of their past title tracks, and those didn't do as well as they thought they were going to. So that was kind of sad, and it was also sad how they were kind of talking about how that they didn't really have any money. Um, and I was just like, oh my god, they were really like going through it. But I was also thinking that looking back at it now, like we know that I Need You like kind of did really well for them and that's when they started to like really blow up and started getting, I guess, more fans, maybe, I guess.
Mhm.
And so looking back at it, it was just kind of sad. It's sad to see, if they hadn't done well, this would have been like a really, really sad album to review. But thankfully they did do well. And so we can look back at it now and be like, oh wow, they had it kind of bad. They had it pretty bad back then. But look at them now. It's kind of like, look at me now. Like, I don't know. So, um, but anyways, yeah, I liked it. Um I also I feel like I don't know, it kind of gave me the feeling that you probably that you kind of felt about like War and Hormone. It kind of felt like a little bit of a throwaway song to me
Mhm.
because I was just like, why did they come out with a song? And it also made me wonder, I guess randomly, did they ever do a collab with Converse? Probably not, but I don't know. It was just a thought I was thinking as I was listening to the song. But okay, and then there's this one line in Converse High where I think J Hope had said something about how he wanted to see the person, without Namjoon, and I was like, wait a minute, is he like
Mm.
trying to see Namjoon's girl like on the side, like on the low? But I read some people's comments because I was a little confused. I was like, J Hope wouldn't do that. Now in the middle of the song, he was
Mhm.
in the middle of the song with Namjoon. But like, and so apparently, I think what he was actually saying was that he wanted to bring the girl back to the dorm without Namjoon knowing because he's the leader of the group and he's supposed to keep everyone like in on track and whatever. So I
Mhm.
think that's what he meant. He wasn't actually saying that he wanted to see Namjoon's girl behind his back. So I think that hopefully that's what it really means.
Mm.
But yeah, this song was just kind of like, huh, I don't really understand why it was on here, but it is a fun kind of song. And it was funny how Suga came in, he was just like, I don't like Converses, don't wear them. I was just like, okay. Um, he doesn't like Converses, but he's on a song called Converse I. But anyways, that was the only song where I was just like, this is weird. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, how would I close this out? So I guess overall, I don't know. It was good. It's a good album. What about you?
I agree with a lot of what you said. Um, I guess just to add on, I would say that okay, well, yeah, it's a good album. I really like it. I don't know. I like a lot of their albums. Um, I would say though, this is like the first album where I heard all of the songs before. Maybe not the
Mm,
skit, but like basically all the songs I've heard before in some way, shape, or form or whatever. And I would say with this one, I feel like I agree with you. It was a turning point, and I also feel like this is where they were like, "Oh, our fans more so have like songs that have some sort of meaning or that
mm,
like they can connect to." And I feel like from this moving forward, that's kind of like what they've added into every album that they've put out since then. I also feel like they have a lot of throwaway songs, but I mean, yeah, that's good to have on albums. You don't want like a completely serious album.
yeah.
It'll be really sad. But but yeah, And I feel like, yeah, this is where we get to see more concepts and stories start to come to life. And yep, that's all I wanted to add. I don't want to repeat too much of what you said before. So
Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine. So yeah, that's it's just a good album and I love it. And yeah, I feel like this is where you start to see BTS truly blossom into who they are today. Do you have anything else to say about this well, I guess overall thoughts?
I just want to say that I agree with you that like if they didn't have Boys with Fun and Converse High, there's the only two that I could think of right now that were like fun and not necessarily serious. This would have been
Mhm.
a really sad album.
Yeah.
Like really sad. Especially with that video. So yeah, and I think like he said that's it's really good that they added them because it gives you like a good like shows you a good balance of who BTS is. Like they're serious, but they can also have fun.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just want to agree with you there because I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, you know what? She's right. I would have been crying my eyes out because that was emotional. Okay, anyways, sorry.
That all?
That was it.
Okay. So moving on to the last album that we're going to talk about today. We're going to discuss the most beautiful moment in life, part two. So of course, here's the pattern. We're going to start with our favorite songs. Um, so for this one, I loved the intro Nevermind, and I really love the lyrics and message of like keep going even though you make mistakes, and just like go through life following your beliefs no matter what people say. Like just go full speed ahead on like just what you want to do in life, because you never know where you'll end up. Because like I feel like this whole thing was like Sugar just talking about how like people were telling him like basically don't do music,
Hmm.
but like look where he is now. Okay, so it's just like I guess then at the time I guess he didn't know exactly how far he was going to go, but me as a fan knowing where they are now and all they've accomplished, looking back, it's like, well, you know what, this is some good advice, because look where he is. You know.
I just wanted to add, like, before you move on to like, I know you had
Mm-hmm.
to do your other favorite song, but like, just thinking about that, that was crazy. It's crazy how like he was so confident in himself back then. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm not gonna listen to y'all. And how far he's come, like the confidence he had to have back then was crazy for him to write that song like
Yeah.
in that way and like with that much conviction. Anyways, I just wanted to say that before you moved on to the next song.
Well, no, I agree. I don't know. Like that was the first time. Like I feel like I might have heard this song in passing before, but this was the first time that I ever like took a second and really looked up the lyrics and read them, and I was like, oh, he's speaking some truth here. But I mean, that's Sugar. So,
Yeah.
anywho, my next favorite song is Wailing 52. I just feel like this is definitely one of those songs that has like an important message. I feel like more so, I don't know. This is one of those songs that I feel like is written with Army in mind, in a like kind, not like Army is the subject of this song, but like it's giving a message to Army to just kind of like you're not really alone. Like
Mm,
someone will hear you. Someone eventually, like don't stop like speaking your truth or what you feel or whatever, because someone's going to hear you even if you don't feel like it. So I don't know, that's what I really like this song. So yep, those were my two favorites. What were yours?
um before I get into like my favorites, like
Mm,
I didn't really understand. It took me a while to kind of understand what Whalian 52 was like talking about. Like I understood that I guess it was about a whale that can only like their sound is at 52 hertz and like they're the only no one else can hear them and they're the only ones in the ocean. But anyways, that's about as far as I understood. And so like I guess you kind of like explaining it a bit more like made me realize like, oh, okay, this is a great song. I don't know, cause I don't know, but, anyways, so the songs that I liked okay, this is the one where I had 4, and I had all of these 4 already, so whatever. This is the I think this was the first album where I think I heard pretty much all of the songs except for the intro. And I think I heard Wayland 52, but again, like, I never really understood, like, what it was about, so I think I kinda, like, skimmed over it when, like, in before, like, actually listening to it this time. So, anyways, songs that I did like, I really like Run. I just love Run.
Mhm.
I just love it. I don't know, it just pumps me up every time. Anyways, I love Run. I love Butterfly. Oh my
Well,
gosh,
we
and I
know.
love the, there's not really a music video, but they've performed this live, like, plenty of
Mhm.
times, so it's all over YouTube. So pretty. I just love Butterfly, and I love My City. I love Jimin's part when he talks about Busan, I'm like, "You better talk about Busan!" I love it. And I love Suga's part. Suga's part is funny to me because his part is basically I think before this is the first time I've actually like listened to like all the lyrics or and looked up the lyrics. And it was funny how everybody is talking about oh the mountains and here there and this is why I love my city. And he was just like, I was born in Daegu. That's why it's the best. I'm the best thing to come out of Daegu. And that was basically it. It was just
The
so funny.
confidence.
Yes, like the confidence. Like how much more cocky can you get? Other than to say the best thing about your city is that you was born there, and V is in the group too. Isn't he not from Daegu also? Just thought it was so funny. Um, and the other song that I love is Autumn Leaves. I always love Autumn Leaves. J Hope did what needed to be done on that
Mhm.
song. And this was fun. This album was fun to listen back to because I was just like dancing the whole time, like this is my song. Anyways, so I love this album. I'm surprised I don't well, you know what? I don't think I had this album because some of these I think are on the repackage or whatever. I think on a couple on the one that comes out I think after this. That's probably why I never got this one. I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna get this one too. Anyways, those are the ones I like. And also the imagery. I really love the imagery in Autumn Leaves. I didn't mention that, but I love the imagery. And I think was it a V Live? I don't know, because you know how like you have to just have so much BTS knowledge, you don't know where you heard it from originally. I'm pretty sure I heard it like in a V Live. But anyways, I think RM has said that he had gotten inspiration for writing that song, like just looking at falling leaves, like sitting outside. And I'm like, how?
Mhm.
How? How do you come up with such a beautiful song staring at some dead leaves falling from a branch? Like it's just crazy to me. Wow. Anyways, so those were my favorite songs. They're so good.
I don't know. Like, see, this is okay. I just wanted to touch on something you said. This is a struggle of like going back and listening to some of these albums because it's just like I want to buy all of them. Like I want to have like one of each album,
Yep.
just so I can have it because you just appreciate like the artistry that they had so early in their. I mean, I guess I would still consider this pretty early in their career.
Yeah, this was like
So
2015, right? Or 2016? I think Dope came out like 2016. No, the Wings came out 2016. So this
I
has to have been like late 2015.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that's all I wanted to add on. Did you have anything else to say?
Oh, nope. Great
Okay.
song.
So, oh,
That was it. Sorry.
okay. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the music video for Run. I would say like the storyline or like the concept from this music video was like the continuation from I Need You, which I definitely got yeah, there's definitely a crossover because I totally got confused when we were talking about I Need You earlier. But like I just feel like bits and pieces of like I Need You crossed over into Run. And except for the party scene. That's different. But you could see like everyone's story kind of um dispersed throughout this album, not this album, this music video. Also I would say like some of the party parts looked like it was fun to film. I mean, I know there was like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a bond, was it a I don't know. I know I saw some video somewhere talking about this video, and they were just talking about the fight scene between Suga and Jungkook.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were just talking about that, and they were just talking about how, like, it was just interesting to film. I said all that just to say that. There was more to it, but, like, I just can't remember, like, the specifics, but it's just always so interesting to, like, know what I know now, go back and see these, and then just kinda, like, remember little bits and pieces of it. So yeah, I like the film. I mean, I just thought they ran a lot in it too, but I mean, the song is literally called Run, so so I can't say anything else. But yeah, what were your thoughts, Melissa?
Oh, it was just funny. It's just funny how whenever, like, even to this day, whenever they think about Run, they're always talking about how they just ran and ran, and it's all they can remember about Run. So they did run a lot. So
Mhm.
I get it. Um, yeah, I love this video. I really like, I don't know, something about the beginning between RM walking on the tracks, and then he opens up that door, whatever, on the train track, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden you're in the party. I love that part. I think I rewatched the times. Like, I don't know, something about the transition, and Jimin just looks all cool with like his orange hair, and then RM has his little pink undercut with the glasses. And I'm like, I don't know, something about it. I don't know what it is about that transition. I just really love the transition. I don't know. But anyway, so that part is, like, really good. Also, I just love pink hair RM with those
Mhm.
glasses. Like, okay, I'm gonna be
Mhm.
the shallow person for, like, a little bit because I just love their hair in this music video. Like, Suga had the mint hair, and then I already said Jimin had the orange hair. Like, their hair just looks so good. Like, this was a good hair era for, like,
Mhm.
all of them. Um, I just wanted to say that. Um, and also watching the video, I was wondering, I don't know. I mean, I was wondering if when they were running through the cars and like throwing stuff at the cars, if that was like a one shot type of thing. Because if
Mhm.
not, there's a lot of cars getting damaged, like a lot. So that was just a thought I had because it was really messy. And so that would have been a lot to clean up over and over if it took like more than one time to do that. Um, I want to say I agree with you about the continuation. Um, and so honestly, well, okay. So I do see the continuation because they had, like you said, the stories kind of dispersed throughout the video. I'm also wondering if I Need You is supposed to be like the end. Like, I wonder if they did it like in reversed order. Cause it
Hmm.
felt like I Need You because they were all like super sad and like they were all like alone, like in their, respective storylines. And Run felt like like remembering the beginnings of them like having fun and stuff and like
Mm.
hanging out. And so I wonder if they did it like in reverse order. Um because I just feel like they didn't focus too much on, like, the sad parts in Run, and it was mostly about the good times that they had just hanging out and being friends, and I don't know. Um
Yeah, I can see that. Oh,
oh, no, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, you saying that it also made me realize. I don't know. You were talking about. I don't know why you were talking about the music video. I was sitting here because you. There was like a couple of things that you were saying that triggered this thought. Was that like Run? Yeah, it was like their good times, but there was also like this slight like underlining of like sadness at
Yeah.
pieces of it. But I don't know if that's because of like the like I guess if they did it do it backwards, you kind of know what came before and the sadness
Oh,
before, and so it's just like to think like, oh, they used to have a lot of fun together and now they're all going through all of this stuff. So I don't
yeah.
know, that's all I want to say.
And the other thing that was new was V being in the water. I don't remember him having anything to do with water in I
Yeah,
Need You.
yeah, I
I think
don't
that was
know.
the part where it was kinda confusing to me. Like, the others, like, I could see the continuation, I guess. But I was confused why V was the one who was in the water. It looked like he was the one who was like drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so maybe that was a new part they added to the story
I
line,
don't know.
maybe. But I don't know. But I also like that they had the hint of like House of Cards and Butterfly. They had Butterfly a little bit in the beginning when V was
Mm-hmm.
hitting the water and the end credits. Um and then the House of Cards, that relate to their song, The House of Cards. So it was cool to have those like little hints in the video for those songs. Um and yeah, that's all I was gonna say about Run. It was a great song, and yeah, I guess you're right about, it was underlined, there was some underlying sadness too, but I guess I was focused on the fact that they didn't focus too much on that,
Yeah.
and just they focused more on like having fun or enjoying each other's time. I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our overall thoughts. Melissa, what were your thoughts?
Oh. Well, I guess one of my thoughts. Well, okay. So overall, I really love this album. I want to buy it. All of the songs were really good. The lyrics, the concepts. This one to me, I felt like this song. I don't know, not this song. Sorry, this album to me, it felt like it was a pop album. Like just through and through, to me, it felt like a pop album. Aside from maybe the intro, I feel like there wasn't a lot of rap, if at all. And when Rap Line did rap, it was more like sing-songy rap to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which worked for their songs and also showed their versatility. Now I'm thinking about it. But to me, this feels like the first like actual pop album. Um, you already mentioned intro, never mind. So I'm not gonna repeat any of what you just said. And you already talked about Whaley and 52. But I guess and maybe I already said this, but I just wanted to add that I just feel like with those types of songs with that BTS put out on this album, including Whaley and 52, I don't know too much about other groups and what they came out with around that time, but I feel like the type of songs they had on here, it really showed how different they were when it came to like their song concepts and their lyrics and how they wanted to convey a certain message to their fans and to others. I just feel like they're just different. Like the imagery, I feel like I said that about this already, but there's just I don't know. Like I can see why people can become like super fans of theirs. That's all I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to say because their songwriting was crazy. Like I feel like I mean I guess not all of it was RM and the other BTS members, but I don't know. Just what they were putting out back then was crazy good. I don't know. Um and Oh, and I think the last thing I was just gonna say was that, like, we already talked about how they always throw in like fun songs. Um, and for this one, I feel like maybe it was Bepse. I mean, but it still had like really serious lyrics. So I don't know. But um but I just think it's funny how, like, to this day, like, no matter how serious the lyrics are, like, they just air hump to this song, and it's just funny to watch them do that. It's funny to watch them air hump to this song that's about, like, criticizing society and, like, how older generations, like, look down on younger generations. But at the same time, I was like, well, maybe they're making a point with the air humps. Like, like, F you.
Okay.
I don't know. This would be tying in the choreo to the song lyrics. I don't know. Um, so that was part of my additional thoughts, I guess. Um, but yeah, so my overall thoughts are what I already said. I just really like this album. It's great. It's amazing. They deserve. I wish they had put out an album like this with this kind of content now with the popularity that they have now, cuz they would have gotten the Grammy. I feel like. I don't know. Just saying. Just okay. Anyways, what about you?
I ain't gonna say nothing about the Grammys because I think no matter how amazing this album is, I still don't think they would have given them the credit that they deserve. But like,
Mm,
whatever. I guess just to add on to what you've been saying, is this is the first time I've ever seen Run as like Runaway. I thought this was like a really random thought when when I was looking at the songs on that. I was like Runaway. I've never seen it like that. I've just always seen it as Run. But I guess it makes sense because I mean they definitely was running away in the videos. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I just I'm trying to think of something else to say other than what you've already said. So
I'm
basically, I'm just gonna
sorry.
say that I agree with everything you said, but I think just one overall thought I just had on just going back through all this stuff, which I feel like I've also already mentioned throughout this episode, is that this really just really made me reminisce on the time that like I first got into BTS, and like how they always had like deep songs, like which I mentioned before. They always have like deep songs mixed with fun ones because they really be getting your feelings. Like they really put you there, and then they're like, look, we're not gonna leave you there. Here's a hand. Let me pull you out with this fun song. Let me just thrust my hips to make you forget this." Or like when we watch them on I Need You, like, yeah, this is a serious song, but let me body wave so it doesn't feel that serious. And so I feel like they've always done good with like pulling you out of your feelings with these like I don't care throwaway songs. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I already appreciate BTS, but like going back to like their beginnings, I guess it really made me realize like I truly I guess I respect them more as artists from like seeing like where they started to like where like I guess ending this first part of going back through like their beginnings and like where they've come to this point like to today, not like to this point like this album, but like just today and everything we see, like I just respect them as artists, and I respect the fact that they just kept going and kept pushing, and then also put out music that really connects them to their fans on like this basic human level, which I feel like we've really started to see in these past to the moment the most beautiful moment in life, part 1 and 2. Like that's where you really start to see them slowly try to say like, okay, it's time for us to truly like have, I mean, not that they didn't have meaning to their music before, but like I guess just have like a special meaning that will like help the fans, but like also just like I don't know, be like something for life. And so I don't know, I just realized that throughout this going backness that we've been doing. And so yeah, those are just like my overall thoughts in general. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So yep, that's all.
All right. Well, that's it for now. So we're pretty familiar with albums that came out after these, so we may revisit them in the future, but not like the immediate future. But anyways, if you're also looking back at BTS's music, please let us know your thoughts about these albums. Which songs are your favorites? Which songs were the first time that you listened to and you were just like, "Oh my gosh, like this is amazing." Let us know on Twitter and Instagram at _AM podcast. The links are in the description. Please stay safe. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next episode.